The following is an opinion show, and nothing said in this show should be taken as fact or be taken literally. They're just goofing around, trying to have fun. You do like to have fun, don't you? Also, this show is not for kids, so listener discretion is advised. Welcome to this week's episode of Geekus Speakus, everyone. My name is Dean, and this week we have a very special guest. Our guest today is Bryand.
Hi. Wait, what?
Yeah, Bryand. Now, I know you've never been on a podcast before today, but just stick with me. Try to make it like a casual conversation.
What's a podcast? Who are you? Where am I? Why is it so dark?
I have captured you. You are now locked in the closet. You'll be free in like an hour after we recorded this.
I'm calling the police.
Joke's on you. I've stolen your phone. Yeah, that's it. This is definitely a well thought out plan that I have made.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm gonna have to eat you now.
Oh. Well, this took an M. Night Shyamalan twist, didn't it?
Just a little bit.
This went from Taken to Hannibal Lecter. Weird.
Yeah, it has. You have an hour to regale me with podcasting news.
Otherwise you're gonna...
And then I'm gonna eat you.
With a Chianti and a side of fava beans?
No.
Oh.
Just raw.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah.
No one likes
it's not
raw.
pleasant.
No one likes raw human.
No, but seriously, I was gone for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm back.
We had a guest plan. The guest didn't show up, so
I came back within time. Well, sort of. Caught myself a bit of a cold. Well, the cold came back. With a vent. Might as well call my cold Die Hard, because it's back with a vengeance. Hey guys, I'm Brian. You know me.
Yeah, I don't... I'm assuming you're not shocked by this. It sounds like Brian.
I'm pretty sure it's me. I could be wrong.
Are we gonna have an existential crisis about the true meaning of ourselves?
That's every other day.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough. Welcome to this week's episode.
So I spent my last week in California. That was fun.
Yeah, how was that?
It was good for the most part. The valley fucked me over like it always does. Got myself some tea here to soothe my throat,
Nice.
and I'm all sniffly. But yeah, no, the valley sucks. You know when people are like, "Oh, don't eat this food; it causes cancer," or "Did you know that cell foods cause cancer?" I'm like, "Bitch, this town I grew up in gives you cancer.
Yeah,
all right,
kidding.
just breathing the air will give you cancer where I'm from."
Oh man, I've hung out with smokers. I've had cell phones. I've hung around. Some people claim, you know, those like I forget what they're called, but they're like conductors in the back of your house. Some people say those put out low levels of radiation. At this point, like, well, apparently I'm gonna die of all the cancers. So
Yeah,
there you go.
might as well enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to live forever.
God knows I don't.
I mean, I spent a pretty much a week on the beach, hung out with my friend Jess. You know her as Rom. I did some fishing, did some tide pooling, played some Dragon Ball Fighters.
Fighters.
Yeah, it's Fighters.
Fair enough.
It's not Dragon Ball Fighters Z. It's Dragon Ball Fighters.
That's how grammar works, people.
Well, this is from the same people who made Blaze Blue without the E.
True, yeah. So Blaze Blue?
No, it's BlazBlue.
Oh, BlazBlue. Okay. BlazBlue. All right.
BlazBlue.
BlazBlue. That doesn't... Okay.
BLAZBLUE.
I don't think they know English. I don't think they know
Well, they're
how
not
to
in
English.
England. They're a Japanese company. They're a super Japanese company.
Obviously, but I mean, that's like the basis to any actual English is like, oh, the E mix of another vowel sound like the name of the vowel. As weird as English is, but still. um,
But yeah, no, it was a good trip. Got a little anxious to see there near the end for various reasons I won't get into. Um, I went off and bought a Blu-ray copy of The Disaster Artist.
nice.
Um, what else? What else? What else? Drove through the valley. That fucked me up again. I'm all feverish with a sore throat and sneezy, but I'll push through for this because we have delayed long enough.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't blame you. Like I said, pre-show, last time I came after the valley, I also had some congestion. I feel like I had crud in my lungs. I didn't walk back as bad as you did, but
Yeah, it does that. It's terrible.
yeah.
I want all my friends to move away from there. The valley sucks.
All of my family still lives in Fresno.
So does mine.
Aunts, uncles, cousins, grandfather, all still there. In the minor radiated area of Fresno, California.
All right. What about you? Anything new with you?
I hate my job. That's nothing new, I guess. I come across people with a few unfortunate names.
You said you went and saw Super Troopers 2?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good, and probably the crudest bit of humor I have seen in a while. But what did I expect out of Broken Lizard? No, it was very enjoyable, very good. Rob Lowe was in it, and he was a delight as always.
Nice.
Yeah. Not to spoil anything, but his placement there isn't just as a cameo. He actually makes like a good role in the movie. I would say go watch it. It was definitely a good movie.
I liked the first one.
Yeah, same here. The reason why I watched this one. So I honestly say go watch it if you haven't already. Except next week is Avengers, so
Oh yeah, I gotta buy my tickets for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pre-ordering them for the AMC. I want to hit up my local AMC.
I'm gonna try to go to Cinetopia, which is this really it's kind of similar to whatchamacallit, what are they called? Alamo. Yeah. That the Texas one. They're very similar to the Texas one, but they're here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, we have an Alamo here too. It's just the Alamo is farther. I can just hit at the AMC. It's probably like a mile or two, but the Alamo is on like.
The thing is we don't have an Alamo. We have a Cinetopia,
Right.
and it is a little further. But this is Avengers. This is like 10 years in the making.
Okay.
I
Fair.
think I'm willing to travel a little bit extra to go see it.
I mean, fair, but I'm going with other people, so they're gonna be like, "Oh, let's go to AMC or something."
Well, they can stop being whiny bitches and go to the fancy one. And you can tell them I said that.
I should get me a beer when I'm watching this. They're horribly $4 Draft House beer. Excuse me, not a Draft House. That's Alamo. Okay, I haven't seen a menu in a while, but it's pretty like standard bar beer. Not like Pacific Northwest bar, but like the rest of the country bar. Most of your brands of beer are what you can get. Like there's Coors or Budweiser or Corona. Actually, I'm not gonna knock Corona. I like Corona, but
Corona's okay.
It is my beer choice if I can't decide what beer I want to drink. It's my default beer. I think everyone has one of those. If you drink beer, a default beer.
I guess Blue Moon for the average one that I can find in most places.
Yeah, none of the places around here serve Blue Moon. At least not by the tap. They only do it by the bottle. So yeah, which is unfortunate because I like Blue Moon.
I have been so spoiled up here.
Yeah, that's what I hear. After, Fresno was not without its amenities, but it's not the same. Definitely not the same.
No, it is not. No, I go back to Fresno. I'm like, oh, that's right. All the beers here suck. Who wants to drink Bud Light?
Not me. I'm not even joking. Every time I have Bud Light, after like the third drink, it just tastes like water to me.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
That's bad.
It has no flavor, and like I thought I didn't like beer. Then I moved someplace with actual good beer, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
When I had some of the small microbrews, I'm really in the area that I live in. There are a few, and I generally don't care for them because they end up being more hoppy than I like.
Hoppy is popular. I'm not a big fan of hoppy either.
Yeah, I'm not a hoppy person. That's why I like Corona. It's not, to me, it doesn't taste that hoppy.
I like a good sour. Like, get a lot of good sour beers up here, and they're so good.
I should get my brother to get up there. He loves sour beers. Not really my thing. I had him out of 2015, one of the last times I went to Fresno, and he hyped it up. So we went up to this like local place in the Tower District. That's in Fresno for our listeners. Went to the Tower District, and he's like, you gotta try this. I was sitting here, I was like, this tastes terrible. I almost prefer the hoppy stuff.
I also like a good whatchamacallit, I like a good porter or like a dark beer as well.
Yeah. I've been kind of stepping away from beer lately. I've been moving towards ciders. I don't know why.
We have a lot of those too. We have a shit ton of ciders. Ciders are good.
I wish there'd be more ciders here, but there's not a lot of apple grows in this area. Like
we don't just have apple cider. We have pear cider, berry cider. Basically, you name a fruit, we have a cider for it.
God damn it. Like, god damn it. I like cider. God damn it. Sorry, no, there's plenty of like.
Don't worry, if you ever come out here, I'll show you all the good. I'll take you to some of the good bars, and we'll get you some good cider. And
oh boy, I bet you can't wait to find out how little I talk at bars. Yes.
Well, that's not the point. I don't get people like, oh, we're gonna talk to bar. No. You know what we do when we go to a bar? We go to a pub with a group of friends, and we just sit there and bullshit with each other. That's all we do. Get some food and we bullshit. You don't go to bars to meet people.
No.
You go to bars to hang out with friends.
In the bars in my area, they are party locations because there's a lot of colleges around here. So
no,
bars,
see, that's not. That's how the bars in Fresno were too, and it's just like, no, we don't go to bars to meet people. You go to bars because it's the place to hang out with some friends.
Oh, what I mean by this college town is not you're going there to meet people. Is that the music's so loud, the concept of communication is basically non-existent.
Oh, see, yeah, even when there's bands playing, it's still quiet enough that you can have a conversation.
Nice.
And like almost all the bars here serve food, like decent food.
Right.
Part of the laws in Portland, I know it's Portland, but I'm not sure if it's Oregon itself. Mm-hmm. Basically, you have to serve food, or you get taxed differently.
Yeah.
So it's just cheaper to serve food than it is to not. Yeah. When it comes to like your taxes and your licenses.
I heard that's become pretty common in a lot of states. I think Missouri is doing something similar to that as well.
You can call yourself like a pub or something when you do that.
Well, like a lot of bars in this area, a lot of bars serve food. And some places are restaurants that just happen to have a bar connected to them. Not really places. Mm-hmm. I don't go there for fun.
Like here, you go to bars not to like get drunk. You're going here to eat food with friends.
Yeah. We need some more of that this area. Most of these places, like, you're just getting there to get shit-faced and listen to music, and sometimes really bad throaty karaoke.
I mean, I'm also in a state where you can get alcohol pretty much everywhere you go. You can order a beer pretty much anywhere you can go. Like, a regular Regal Cinemas serves beer.
Oh, nice.
So hard liquor's a little harder to find, but even then you can still find it in most places. So you don't go to a bar to get drunk. You go to a bar because, like, this bar serves, like, the best food. The same thing with strip clubs. You don't go to the strip clubs to see the naked ladies. You can see the naked ladies anywhere. You go there for the food.
Yeah, that's kind of the same here. Like, the strip clubs are still strip clubs, but there's some places like, there's this place off of, I think it's called, like, Images or something like that, and apparently they serve, like, some of the best steaks in town. I'm like, that is the weirdest place to get really good steaks. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place here is called Acrop.
Huh.
Acropolis. The guy who owns it is a cattle rancher, and so it's his own, like, cows.
I have many questions.
I don't have as many answers.
Is he also a stripper? Because I feel like he has a theme. Just
No. No, he's not a stripper himself.
But, and hear me out here, while I may not be part of the LGBT community, I can say that probably the cowboy stripper would be a pretty popular option for both men and women.
We have a vegan strip club, and we have a strip club of just midgets.
I'm not sure which I find more outlandish. What's the point of a vegan strip club? Is it
all the food they serve is vegan.
But then, I mean, is it advertised as a vegan strip club, or is it just it's a strip club that serves vegan food?
It's advertised as a very vegan strip club.
But
don't think about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
That's the trick with a lot of things in Portland. Just don't think about it. Just let it happen.
I thought they said that it was to keep New York weird. We're in Portland, out weird New York.
Well, it's been keep New York. It's keep Austin weird was the original one, but
okay.
Portland's one of those keep that weird states. We have a bunch of keep Portland weird stuff around here.
Huh.
Basically, keep hipster area hipstery.
Oh well, yeah, okay, sounds about right. You want to do this show that we normally do?
Yeah. Let's get on it. I got some trailers here.
I'm sure someone is tired of us talking about the cities of Springfield and Portland. Yeah, we got trailers to talk about. Trailer talk.
Trailer talk. All right. So we've got two big trailers hitting here, the last two of their kind. We got the final Jurrasic World and the final Deadpool 2 trailers.
I like the idea of Star-Lord and his dinosaur friends as a movie. That's all I kept thinking when I was watching the new Jurassic Park. I don't know why. It was like, it's Star-Lord and his Jurassic pals. That's all I could think about.
I want that to be a cartoon now.
It sounds like it would be a cartoon.
Like, just like a Saturday morning, like, early 90s, late 80s style cartoon.
Yeah.
There's an action figure toy line.
Does it not also sound like something you would see out of, like, the same studio who made, like, a Captain Planet? So it'd be, like, an environmental sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, every episode they tell you about a new dinosaur.
Like, this is the... I'm actually bad with dinosaurs, but this is the Velociraptor. Despite what was depicted in the movies, they actually had feathers and were not nearly as big.
This is the Leopleurodon. Contrary to popular belief, it is not a dinosaur, but in fact a giant marine reptile. I love dinosaurs. Aren't you friends on Twitter with like some dinosaur podcast?
Yes.
I want to be on their podcast because I fucking love dinosaurs.
Well, we'll hit him up on Twitter one of these days. You can do a guest spot. Huh?
Huh? Yeah? Huh?
Yeah? Huh? Yeah, it's... Look, we probably should be talking about the trailer, but that's literally all I could think about while watching this was...
It reveals some more plot elements. Turns out that they're not actually saving the dinosaurs, but they're rehashing the plot of
3.
Jurassic Park 3?
Yeah.
And turning them into weapons.
Yeah.
But this time we have Jeff Goldblum, who's in another trailer we'll get to today.
Yep. Also GMOs. Not the one that frightens people thinking that they'll get cancer, but genetically modified organisms as in velociraptors that are as smart as humans and have large-ass claws and are
Wasn't the
terrifying my
plot of the
dreams.
first one, and didn't that go horribly? Wasn't that the plot of Jurassic World 1? And didn't it go horribly, horribly wrong,
You
like
know,
Jurassic Park?
you know, the whole concept of a Jurassic Park, well, in concept is cool, is not something I think we should actually have. Because there would be an idiot who's like, I mean, the T-Rex is cool, but what if we would make it smarter and give it normal length arms proportional to its body? Yeah.
It'll go horribly, horribly wrong. Let's just
Yeah.
ignore that.
And somebody would do it. Legitimately, they may have found a way to clone mammoths. I'm like, really? Mammoths? That's what you want to bring it back? Mammoths. I mean,
You got to bring back something.
there are plenty of species that we could clone, bring back, so that we have the purposes of reintroducing them into an ecology that severely needs them. But mammoths.
Hey, don't knock the mammoths. Don't knock the mammoths. That's it. That's all I got. Don't knock the mammoths.
Don't knock the mammoths. But I killed them in Far Cry Primal. Just with the pointy stick. One of me killed a mammoth with a pointy stick, even though history said it took several humans, but fucking Ubisoft with my pointy stick. Yeah.
Ha.
No, yeah, so the new trailer has come out for Jurassic Park World 2, and I keep getting off topic. And, I don't know. I like the idea of, Chris Pratt working with a dinosaur to take down somebody. That seems pretty cool.
Yeah. I liked Jurassic World. It wasn't the perfect movie, but I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. My inner child fucking loved it. So I'll probably be excited to see this one, because fucking dinosaurs.
I was about to say, was it because of the dinosaurs, or because...
Oh, it was entirely because of the dinosaurs.
Okay, so
like, you throw dinosaurs in anything and I'll be happy.
So it was not like the like vintage retro shit. Look, it's back. That series is back. The series that nobody wanted back is back.
Yeah, no. It was entirely dinosaurs.
Okay,
entirely dinosaurs.
It's a brontosaurus. That's such a triceratops. Sorry. I'm covering ourselves from copyright. Sorry.
Damn you.
Next, Deadpool.
Oh yeah, that's one. Frankly, all I want to say is Peter.
Yeah. Check it out, the trailer. It has sold me. The last couple trailers, it flip-flopped it, but this one has sold me to go watch it. Peter, by the way, it shows up in the trailer. He has no powers, but joins the X-Force. On a side note, we're now following Peter on Twitter, because yes, he has his own Twitter account.
Yeah, he does.
We are now following Peter, that way to see his next post. Yeah, so I wanna see it. What about you, Brian? Do you want to see it?
I do want to see it now. I liked the little, if you listening in there, he refers to Deadpool refers to Cable as Thanos, and it took me a moment going like, oh wait a moment, they're both played by Josh Brolin.
Yeah, they're both the same character.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Deadpool, I'm excited to see it. You got the X-Force. I like the X-Force as comic books. I like Cable. I like Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it.
I mean, after like a year of trailers coming out, it seems like every other month. What else can we say at this point? It looks good. Check it out. It comes out next month in May, so I'll be watching it.
Yep, I'll definitely check it out.
We'll probably I think we'll have a review for it. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have one for Avengers. Yeah.
Hopefully.
But yeah, check it out. The trailer looks pretty good, and it comes out next month, so it's definitely worth a watch, at least based off what we show here. I do like how Domino is, to use the trope, straight man in that situation. I guess straight woman.
Yeah. The luck. It doesn't sound very cinematic. That's not a power, and it doesn't sound very cinematic. I disagree. I've always liked Domino and Black Cat actually have similar powers. I like luck-based powers. I've always liked luck-based powers.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Because it'll keep your ass safe in a tight moment if you need it. It is weird how that's a mutant power though. Seems like
it's a luck aura.
All right then.
Hers though, not get into because I just said Black Cat. Black Cat's power is the opposite. Yeah. It makes people around her unlucky.
Yeah. Hers is the
so I wonder what would though I think it makes her lucky and everyone unlucky around her. But I wonder what would happen if Black Cat went up against Domino.
Why is this not already a thing?
I think it might be. Let me double check.
That sounds like it should be a thing. You're telling me in like the 78 years of Marvel, they've never done one crossover of Domino and Black Cat, two luck-based anti-heroes? I guess Black Cat would be anti-villain now, but...
Yeah, isn't she like a mobster now?
Yeah, she's a mobster now.
Yeah, no, they have never actually fought.
That sounds like a movie.
Right?
Get on it, Fox. Or Marvel. Whoever the hell owns the rights now.
Black Cat is a Spider-Man
right
one, so it'd be Sony Marvel. And then Domino
Fox
would be Fox. Oh shit, somebody posting on here. Black Cat versus Longshot versus Domino, the luck off, who would win?
Ooh, nice. Nice. So, yeah. Yeah, nothing else to add to that.
Yeah. So next one on here. This one actually looks really fucking cool. Hotel Artemis.
Yeah.
Fucking got Charlie Day. I fucking love Charlie Day.
Right.
Jeff Goldblum. Fucking love Jeff Goldblum.
John Batiste, I think his name is. The wrestler, or the former wrestler.
Oh, Batista?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. He plays, what's his face on that one movie with the raccoon?
He plays Drax of Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, the other one.
Wait, what other
one? I was going with the bit, but yeah, he plays Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, dude, I got a kick out of one scene in, I mean, not to bring it back a bit, but on Super Troopers, one of the Canadian Mounties is fucking with the other Mountie, trying to pretend like Danny DeVito's had only ever been in one thing. I was like, do you know who I really like? The Penguin in Batman. He's like, that was also Danny DeVito.
Nah, that's somebody else. That's the other guy.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I should laugh pretty hard.
But yeah, no, I like Dave Bautista.
Yep.
I love Charlie Day. Charlie Day is one of my favorite actors. Jeff Goldblum's another favorite. Like, this looks really good, and I like seeing villains fight villains.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a hospital for supervillains, basically, more or less.
Yeah. And someone gets effed up, and someone comes to take somebody's life, at least according to the trailer, and they're defending that person. So they gotta defend their hotel, which is also a hospital for villains. It really makes sense.
I can dig it.
I do want to point out, if a villain ever does get the shit beat out of him in comics, but somehow manages to escape, how does he heal? Like,
places like this, they've gone over it in the comics. There are like doctors who will work on heroes and villains, and they have rules like this.
Huh.
That's the whole point of the Night Nurse character in comics.
The true hero of DC and Marvel.
The I don't take no shit. You set your super suit over there.
I don't need names. Just sit your ass down, take off the mask because your face is bleeding.
Yeah.
But no, it looks pretty cool. I am looking. I actually may see this. I've been pretty iffy about watching movies lately that are not basically a requirement for nerds. But this actually looks pretty good.
So yeah, no, same here. So the next one, I got an opposite feeling of that one. I feel this next one, we got everything that was cool in the trailer, and nothing else will be cool.
Yeah, that same feeling.
Um, it's called Upgrade. But my question is he worth $6 billion?
All I kept thinking of it was, is this how HAL 9000 would have wanted things to go?
No, I was thinking it was like Kit from what's
Knight
it called?
Rider.
Knight Rider takes control of a body instead of a car.
That sounds like just a horror movie waiting to happen. It really does.
But the trailer looks cool, but I'm worried that's all we're gonna get. It's the trailer basically like covered everything.
Yeah, all the good scenes were in the trailers, so I don't know. This could be good. I like the idea, but I agree. This looks like that kind of movie where all their good stuff is just in the trailer, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
This is one of the first not robot apocalypse based movies based on future scientists or science that is achievable.
I do like his reactions. Like he's responding to his body doing stuff.
Yeah, like what the hell?
And that I found entertaining.
Yeah, no, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it, but I do agree it's probably all the good stuff's probably in the trailer.
I'm gonna wait a little bit, see what reviews and stuff say, then I might go see it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get like a spoiler review, but I want to make sure that there's more to it than just what's in the trailer.
Right.
And then we've got The Big Break starring Solo, the Khaleesi, Childish Gambino, Tallahassee, and Chewie.
The Han Solo movie.
Yeah, the Han Solo movie. AKA The Big Break starring those guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, three of those people are actual actors. I don't know about Childish Gambino. I barely know about the guy, but
Donald Glover, he was in Community.
no, not Donald Glover.
He's hilarious.
Not Donald Glover. You know, yeah, he's great stand up too. But talking about Childish Gambino.
That's Donald Glover.
Seriously? Who the fuck am I thinking of then? God,
I don't know.
The dude played Han.
I just called him Solo.
Fair enough.
Solow. Solo.
Solo, you barely heard any of his lines?
Yeah, no, Childish Gambino is Donald Glover. That's his rap name.
Ah, well, shit. I'm sure
Yeah.
someone's going to call me out on that.
I mean, I just did.
Well, besides you, we're part of the internet now. The internet's going to call me out my shit with a bunch of hate messages.
Hey, internet.
Fuck off.
I told him.
We don't.
Not my fault.
Don't add us.
Don't come after me.
Don't
come after him. Don't come after me.
Don't add us on Twitter. Like, we definitely want listener support, but don't add us about this.
Add us for this. He needs to know. He needs to know better.
Don't.
How can he have an internet podcast and not know everything?
Yeah. How dare I be human?
How dare he not know about something?
Oh, we're probably gonna receive a lot of tweets about this. Anyway.
I mean, it looks the same. I still kind of want to see it. I don't know why, but I really want to see this. Though I will say there was one part in the trailer that made me go, no, not at all. Is Han's trying to pull Chewie into the train, and there's a rocket cropping coming in. I'm like, oh no, will Chewie die?
Yeah. all the tension's been removed when you've seen, every movie except for the prequels.
Oh no, will Chewie die? I sure hope Chewie survives.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't think we'll see this Chewbacca character in any more movies. What do you think, Brian?
I don't know. He seems like a one and done. He's
first and only movie.
There's also the scene in the trailer of, when did you learn to fly? Oh, you're 190? Well, you look good for your age.
Yeah. Compliments.
But I don't know. It looks like a decent like Star Wars heist movie, and that could be fun. I'm liking that they're doing like the side project movies as
Yeah.
like different genres.
Yeah, well, I mean, because how much can we learn about the Force before it gets boring? And considering they're planning movies to about 2030, it's nice to see some side projects going
Yeah,
on.
and I like that they're making them different genres, and that's always fun. Like I like that's a heist movie. Rogue One was like a war movie, like a spy movie.
Hear me out here. Hear me out here. Okay. We need a comedy with Billy D. Williams reprising his role as Lando Calrissian or Donald Glover. And we have a romantic comedy. That's the next one. Lando.
Oh, it could be about how he gets, how he seduces his way to the top of Cloud City.
There you go. See?
No, we get both. We get both. It starts with Billy D. Williams telling about his child, like somebody's asking an old Lando, Billy D. Williams,
Right.
about how did he do it? How did he became, he went from a criminal scum to the leader of one of the most prosperous independent cities in the galaxy to a hero of the Alliance. And then it flashbacks to Donald Glover through the rest of the movie.
And I'm telling you, romantic comedy. Lando.
I would be first one to buy tickets.
My idea sounds terrible. Your idea actually sounds like a good movie.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. All right. But
hey, Hollywood, Disney,
hit
I'm
us
here.
up. Yeah. Hit us up.
You know what? Just throw us a cool grand each. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Residuals. We want residuals.
Yes. Yes. Mark Hamill level residuals.
No, not that much. I'm willing to settle with like 1% residuals.
1% toys, movie theater tickets?
Everything.
Oh, geez, that's a lot.
1% of everything.
That's still a lot of money.
Oh, I know.
That's a lot. I mean,
But when your other people get like 10% or 5%, I just want 1%.
how about
I'll even settle for 0.5%.
how about stocks in Lucas Hearts? Actually, no.
Well, Lucas Arts doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's not really good.
You know what? Give us. All right, 1%. I want 1% residual of ticket and movie sales,
Yeah, and that includes the DVD and Blu-ray market.
and digital,
Yeah, and digital distribution as well. Not the rights, just 1% of the overall.
and Disney stock.
Ooh, you're really highball it. Is that shooting high so you can aim low in negotiation?
Pretty much.
Like, oh, we want stock in Disney, and we're like, well, I mean, we don't need the stock in Disney as long as you give us everything else.
Yep. Disney. We're not hard to get a hold of. We're
Yeah,
waiting.
We sell out quickly.
I will help work on this script if you need it.
I'll write the terrible, terrible jokes.
We should tweet. You know what? Actually, we should tweet Donald Glover and Billy D. Williams.
Ooh.
Get on that.
Oh my god.
Make a tweet to both of them with the concept idea.
After this, I will definitely hit them up. Does Billy even have a Twitter?
I don't know, but at least send it to Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Oh, definitely. I'll do it after the show. Look for that tweet, everyone. This is what we need to do our shows live. Let's see.
We got more Cobra trailers. They've done a bunch of them. Looks like Cobra Kai guy has a son, and looks like Danny has a daughter who knows karate.
Well, two things. One, the solo movie comes out next month in May.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
Oh shit, there's a ton of movies coming out this May.
Mm-hmm. I suddenly realized I need to get a movie pass because we spend a lot of money. We spend a lot of money on movies. Let's see. Yeah, the next one is the new Cobra series coming from on a YouTube YouTube Red. Literally the only reason I will be getting YouTube Red is just for this series.
I got YouTube Red.
Nice.
I'll be watching it.
I like how they're not coming in from the angle that makes like they're not stealing from Ralph Macchio's point in this. They went with Billy Zabka's character because
Ralph Macchio cheated.
Yeah, I mean in literal sense yes, but in the movie he didn't. Technically he didn't cheat, but in actual karate tournaments they don't actually allow that. And,
yeah, and I love how much Danny's become a dick in the future.
Yeah, but they're not trying to. It doesn't seem like they're trying to make him unlikable. Just he's kind of an asshole. But I like how, like from a story point, what more can you do with Ralph Macchio's character? Nothing really.
Yeah, and I feel Danny Zuko could learn some stuff.
Yeah. So if they were to Danny Zuko,
is that his name?
Hey, internet, tweet at him. Tweet at him. You're gonna hit before you get to me. It's Billy Zabka. Tweet at him. Instead of tweeting at me. Get at him at Arxis. Let me pull out that. Hold on. Arxis. Thank you. Yes. No, but yeah, he would be the more interesting character to learn from.
Johnny Lawrence is the one. Danny LaRusso and where is it? Billy
Zabka or William Zabka, whatever you want to call him. I think you went by Billy at the time of the filming.
Johnny Lawrence is the
character's
William
name.
Zabka.
So tweet at Arxis and
tweet at me whatever. I use my Arxis. By the way, you can reach me personally at Arxis. That's ARKZIST. Don't ask, it's a long story where I got that name, but it's literally my name on everything. So if you run into Arxis, it's probably me.
It sounds like it has more thought and attention to mine, because mine is just my first name with like a stupid misspelled suffix, so take that as you will. I'm just too lazy to change my rhythm at this point for that. But yeah.
God damn it. God damn it.
You're gonna get all the tweets now. You're gonna get all the tweets.
That's fine. Oh, and then I'll be watching that, and then final bit of trailers. FLCL Fooly Cooly trailers 2 and 3 for seasons 2 and 3. I hope they're going to be short seasons like the first one was, but I mean, I could totally dig this. Judging by the way Fooly Cooly was done, this could actually totally work. And what that they pointed out is because the first season it was heavily influenced by music.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the trailers for season 2 and 3, each of them is based off of type of music. So I'm wondering if they're going to keep that similar theme. Like the first season 1 of Fooly Cooly was definitely like alt rock.
Right.
I'm wondering if they're going to do a similar thing with like season 2 is going to be based on one type of music and season 3 is going to be based off of another one for like theme and music.
Probably do like one on pop or one on. I doubt they'll do metal. Metal's not that big in.
It's progressive and alternative.
Okay.
Are the two, and I could totally dig those. I can dig that it's like a different group with Haruko messing with either one.
Yeah. And maybe
I really liked Fooly Cooly. It was fun.
Maybe we'll get some more information regarding the giant space pirate.
Or none at all.
Yeah.
I'd be happy either way.
Let's be honest, if we're going to do it the Fooly Cooly way, it is going to be none at all. Because they didn't explain shit.
And they're going to point it out at the end. They're like, we've explained nothing. And they're like, yeah, and?
Yeah. So, sounds about right after us. I don't know what you were expecting. Yeah, so we're gonna get another trip. We're gonna get a new season of Fooly Cooly or FLCL. Depends on how you know it. So I mean that's something to look forward to. Downside is I hope you have Cartoon Network, cause that's the only where it's being put on.
I'm sure it'll show up on somewhere else eventually, or the internet.
Yeah, probably the internet. Hey guys, I want to tell you about Journey Under 30. Colin and Alex will be named on a future Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Colin and Alex take a look into former 30 Under 30 careers for marketing and entrepreneurial skills and careers of those who should be recognized. At the end of each episode, there's a discussion of what can be applied to their careers and help them and others make their mark in this world. follow their journey into the photos listings every other Tuesday on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and more.
So that looks like it for the trailers we have. I know there was more out there, but I haven't really been looking that hard. With vacation and then getting sick.
Yeah, and I'm dealing with some personal stuff on my end. I've just been grabbing what looked, interesting, and we're also kind of in the dry season for trailers because everything's getting ready to come out. So they're pulling back the trailers because this month, next month, and I think June we're getting a bunch of movies.
Let's move on to news then. Looks like there's a Masters of the Universe reboot.
No.
But from what I'm seeing on here is it's full of delays and doesn't look all that great.
Why does this need to come back?
Constantly No, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to come back. They say there's a 2019 release date, but they still haven't cast half the people and they still haven't found a full director. The last director quit on them already.
Okay, if they'll do it animated, I'll voice Prince Adam.
No, it's live action.
Oh, damn it. Alright, I'll still do it. I'm overweight, but I'll still do it.
But yeah, there's nothing there for that. Let's see. Another one on here is Nicolas Cage wants to play the Joker. I don't know who I want more, Nick Cage or Tommy Wiseau.
Well, see, Nick Cage is the king of overacting, and Tommy Wiseau is the king of underacting. So it's... Because I think, and while I like Tommy Wiseau, this is the role that Nick Cage was born for.
Okay, hear me out. What about Tommy Wiseau playing the Riddler?
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Alright.
Or Hugo Strange.
Ooh, no. Yes, no, have him play... No. Have him play Hugo Strange.
There you go. Hey, DC, if you want to hit us up...
You heard our pitch with Disney. We want the same from you.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'll settle for? Draw us into one of the comics.
Yeah, or a year subscription to your comic service. I'd also be cool with that.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
But DC hit us up. I don't know. I think I'd want Nick in the position as Riddler because if you're going to get someone to overreact, Nick has been doing it steadily for 40 years now. As opposed to Tommy, who I like Tommy, but I think, he'd probably make it better than Hugo Strange, though I doubt he'd want to shave his head.
You can have him as a Hugo Strange with a very, you can CGI out his hair, or just say, he has long hair now.
Yeah, I mean... They CGI'd Superman's face in the last movie, so why not?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Totally not obvious CGI because he has a mustache.
Yes, because Superman can't have a mustache.
I mean, there's been more 2 movies where we've seen facial hair. Come on now, you could have a mustache.
I mean, I could totally dig Superman with a mustache. No, I think they had to remove it because it didn't make sense in the continuity. Because the scenes they needed to reshoot were in the middle of the movie.
They were. All the continuity came down to is that he didn't have the mustache in the beginning of the series or the movie, and they had a CG reshoots.
Because he now has a mustache that he wasn't willing to shave.
Well, it wasn't just him. He was contractually obligated to keep it.
Oh, so, right.
Because some other studios no, we have him for a thing. You can't give away that
shit,
mustache.
It's Earth Day.
Yes, it is. It's also Earth Day.
Praise be to the greatest planet in the solar system and the galaxy, for the human empire shall conquer all.
And if you're an alien listening to this, know that we will surrender pretty quickly as we do not stand a chance to your...
No, you must bow down before the human might and be subjugated, you alien monsters.
Even though we subjugate ourselves, can't get our shit together, we're wrecking the environment.
Don't you know the only way for humans to agree with each other is for us to find an even weirder species to enslave?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Humanity, fuck yeah. You should read some Humanity fuck yeah posts. They're pretty great. I'm by the way, I'm total human pro-human on most things. Like, 40K, praise be the Empire.
Nice.
Death to the Xenos.
You Terran in StarCraft? You Terran
Hells
player?
yeah.
Terran is slow
Well,
as shit.
actually, no. To be fair, I do
Protoss.
play more Protoss, but that's because those Terran aren't true Earthlings, and they have strayed from the light that is the human race, and are now just as bad as the Xeno scum.
Weren't they just like prisoners who got lost in space?
That's their fault.
Okay.
Yep, it's their fault.
Wait till you find out that Lost in Space came out the other day. They're no longer
Oh
pure
yeah,
humans.
I haven't seen that. Well, no. See, they're still humans because they're still from Earth. Now, if they have children,
I mean, but one of them is a child.
but he was born before leaving Earth.
That's a good question, by the way. What do we call ourselves if we actually colonize other planets?
Terrans.
Terrans? Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, I'll go with the StarCraft way. I find myself basically pro-human, any sort of pro-human. Doesn't matter. You can be any human. Doesn't matter your race, color, skin, whatever. As long as you're human, you're okay in my book.
I'm kind of the same because, like, as an example, if I were to go back to StarCraft, I play Terrans. If I don't do Warhammer because I'm not really a miniature.
I don't have
guy.
the money for Warhammer, but I like some of the stuff that comes from it.
I mean, they do have cool figurines, but
And I read the lore every so often.
You, my friend, need to play their tabletop role-playing game. Then
I have played a little bit of it.
I have not. Though apparently it's on my list.
And with D&D, I often play human.
Same.
That's usually my go-to is human. I've come to realize that I am a bit of a speciesist.
I usually play human, and that's just because
I am a human supremacist. I know we're gonna get some guy from Tumblr going like, but that's not fair to the people who are otherkin, and I'm like, why would you want to be any other creature when you're the best around?
We're the best.
Even despite our misgivings and our issues, what do we do when we see a river? We don't go, if we should really build around that. No, we're gonna fucking divert that river over there, and we're gonna build our city here because we want our city right here.
Do we want a hill? We make a fucking hill.
Do we not want a hill? We'll knock that hill down.
Do we want a mountain with people's faces on it? We make that fucking mountain with people's faces on it. We do want.
Hey, nature, you can't tell us what to do. Oh shit, nature's reacting. Well, fine, we'll just rebuild it here, because fuck you, nature.
We want to make a tower that can't be seen because we used a bunch of cameras with a bunch of LED screens and a bunch of miniature cameras. That should be done in South Korea. We punch the face of the heavens.
The drill that'll pierce the heavens.
Yes, I should watch
We do the impossible.
I should watch that recently, Gurren Lagann.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, but it fucking escalates quickly.
Oh, fuck, I love that it escalates so fast.
And, like, they're from a small underground village to they're taking on the militia on Earth to they're taking on galactic terrorists to
they're throwing galaxies!
Yeah, all the same series.
Basically, all the people who worked on Gurren Lagann now work on, because that was Gainax, but they split off and went to Studio Trigger.
Right.
Who does, I think Darling in the Franxx is their newest one, but they also did, Kill la Kill and, Little Witch Academia. Right. And I've loved everything that Studio Trigger has done because it's all over the top shit like Gurren Lagann.
Nice.
It's all like, we're gonna set this to 11 and just coast. Don't blink!
Gurren Lagann, by the way, had like the weirdest tonal shift of any series I've ever watched.
Tinga Topa Gurren Lagann.
Well, like, it went from, like, lighthearted shonen. You're pretty sure the main character is not just the small kid, but the dude who's in everybody's face because he fits out the shonen hero archetype.
And then he dies!
Really suddenly. I'm like...
Guys, before you get mad about spoilers, this is like a decade-old anime that you probably should watch.
And a manga older than that. Yeah, no, seriously. It's been out for a while. Like, it's like saying, spoiler alerts to saying what happens at the end of Our American Cousins. Lincoln dies.
Was it the best way to put it is Gurren Lagann takes all the tropes of mecha anime and just smushes them together.
Yeah, sounds about right. Because they even got the combining mechs into other mechs, and then combining those mechs into bigger mechs. At one point, there are mechs driving other mechs. I'm not even joking. I'm not sure why that part was necessary, but there's mechs driving other mechs. So there you go. It's not even like they're in them, so they're connected, and one person's in there moving it. It's one person's in a mech, who's in a seat.
Well, it's powered by spiral
mech.
energy. Spiral energy,
Determination.
Determination empowers the spiral energy, which empowers their things to infinite size.
Well, when you're bigger than like 3 whole solar systems, I would definitely say I agree. That's fucking ridiculous, by the way. 3 whole solar systems tall.
Fight the power.
Yep. And I'm in a tabletop game right now. You like to do things to help like build a character. One of which is, what is your character's theme? I chose that for my character.
Geekus Breaker.
And then so many people die.
The drill that'll pierce the heavens.
I said that in the tabletop game.
I have a shirt that says, kick reason to the curb and do the impossible.
Nice.
And it's got the Gurren Lagann symbol on there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I like the saying. It's like, who the hell do you think I am?
Who the hell do you think I... Oh, no, one of my favorite ones to go with is,
Don't believe in you, believe in me who believes in you?
Yes, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me that believes in you. Which is actually, I find, a little more inspirational than believe in yourself, because, maybe you can't believe in yourself.
Yeah, some people
but
can't
damn it, I believe in you.
Yeah.
So believe in me, because I believe in you. Oh, though I think one of the coolest scenes at the end is at the end when what's his face, the blonde dude, does the Giga Drill Breaker.
Oh yeah, he somehow taps into the spiral energy and does his own Giga Drill Breaker. That was pretty fucking awesome.
Right. So let's move on. Before we because we could talk about we're gonna end up with anime podcast here soon if we don't hurry up.
Yeah. Idea
so
for
they've
a second
released.
Podcast.
Oh shit! You know what they released images of? Because I just saw the leaked images of the Teen Titans show, and they're not the best looking, but they're also like people got to remember that these are like behind the scenes footage and not actually them after all the camera.
I'm not at the Starfire.
I'm fine. Well, the thing is that's a Starfire in civilian clothes, and it's like an off like camera shot. It's not an actual on-camera shot.
Yeah, I know. Thing is, I mean, I don't actually follow the CW shows. I'll just hit them up if they have something on Netflix. But I was actually considering this because I like that Teen Titans. Nearly every young DC hero has been part of the Teen Titans. They're basically the Avengers of the DC universe in the aspect that they're the young version who's brought in every other young hero. It's like Avengers. Pretty much every hero's been part of the Avengers. I'm gonna look that up later and see who hasn't been. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not liking it so far, but I actually want to watch the series, so we'll wait and see what happens here.
They've released the first images of Kieran Shipka as Sabrina.
Yeah. And well, let's go ahead. I haven't looked at this in a while. Let's pull up the images here. Okay, that's the comic book character. Yeah, it works. She looks like a Sabrina. We'll post it on Twitter, but she looks like Sabrina.
Yeah, she does.
Very young, cheerful type sort of deal, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, so we're gonna get this series eventually.
I'm hoping they go down the horror route that the Sabrina comics went.
I'm hoping they do like horror comedy, kind of like what Supernatural does sometimes. They'll do like fashion like horror comedy. But like, look, there's this terrible thing that can destroy the universe, but someone's kind of like wisecrack. I've been conditioned by TV, damn it. I mean, so far so good. I don't have much about to say, but so far I have no complaints about the series that's coming. And if we go move on to the next bit of news here. So this is interesting. They're releasing a DLC for the new Persona 5 dance game. I believe it's coming out.
I posted this for a very specific reason.
Okay. What is?
Go ahead and open it.
Okay, no, like I saw it. It has all the main characters from Persona 5 cross-dressing.
Yep.
And people are flipping this shit about the main character.
I love it because he's hot.
I call him you him. That's my default for that character. It's the main character for reference from Persona 5.
Ren and Akira, I think, are his canon. Ren is his name in the anime, and Akira is his name in the manga.
I'm calling him you him. That's my... I'm sorry, I got really tired of them. Like, hey, you... but yeah, they get him cross-dressing as a cop, and fan art is aplenty.
I dig the fan art, but audience, I dig a good trap, and he is totally a good trap. I think he looks pretty attractive in that cop uniform.
He does.
Yeah. Embrace the trap hood.
He does look like, straight up look like a woman. The character somehow wears it well. Not all guys can, like Ryuji. Do you see a picture of Ryuji?
Ryuji looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Ryuji does not wear it well, but apparently the main character does, so that's interesting. I will post this as well. This is blown the hell up. But their fan art is aplenty for their character too. When did this news article come out? Like, how fast did this spread?
Pretty fast.
April 18th, so like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow. And the fan art's already out. Jeez. You guys move quick.
Oh, speaking of DLC, they've leaked the next two characters for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh, nice.
Fuzumasu and Vegito.
Oh, nice. Fuzumasu?
Yeah, Goku Black and Zamasu fused.
Oh, okay. Alright. I gotcha.
And they've also gotten hints on the next couple. It looks like 17 is going to be on there. One of the female Saiyans. And then classic Goku and Vegeta.
Well, they're not classic right now.
No, I mean like Super Saiyan Saga, Goku and Vegeta.
Oh, okay. With the pointy ass shoulder.
Yeah, he's gonna have the shoulder things. It's gonna be Goku with Kaioken as his highest move.
Huh. Well, there you go then.
And that's if the leaks have been correct, and so far they've been correct.
Okay. I wonder how many more characters they can add to that.
I'm not sure. The season there's gonna be. I know that's season 1 is gonna have like 10. 10 of them, but we could have more at season 2.
Okay.
So let's go to the next news. Spider-Man PS4 looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Apparently, the web shooting is based on physics, and it actually attaches to Windows.
I mean, was it not able to before?
No, every other Spider-Man before, when you were web slinging, it just shot off to somewhere random, and it was more like a QuickTime event.
Yeah, no, I remember that. So
this new Spider-Man game, it actually uses the physics of the world you're in.
Oh, okay, that's pretty bitchin' actually.
So you have to like web shoot around the buildings and swing around the buildings instead of web shooting into the sky. Like every other Spider-Man game.
Fair enough, yeah. And then you get to the part where you can't really web sling in an area because there's nowhere to fucking web sling. Like I read a comic for Spider-Man not too long ago where it's like someone gave him shit for having a spider car. It's like, have you ever tried web slinging in San Francisco? That's not easy.
Most of California, to be honest.
Yeah, you might do okay with downtown LA. That's pretty much it. we're not a series of skyscraper. Well, I'm not. I guess I'm not in California, so I can't say we anymore. But
No, there's still not a lot of skyscrapers in California. Like even like San Francisco, L.A., most of your Western Seaboard, their tallest buildings are still pretty short. Like even Portland and Seattle, like it's still like Seattle has like a tower that's super tall, but then everything else is just kind of eh.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, unless Spidey's gonna swing around the Space Needle, it doesn't seem like there'd be a really viable.
Well,
place for a hero.
the tallest building west of the Mississippi is in Seattle. Like the tallest skyscraper is west of the Mississippi is in Seattle.
Yeah, hold on. No, yeah, I think you're right. I was trying to remember because there's the Sears Tower, but I was like, was that west or east of the Mississippi?
That's east.
Yeah. So yes, I think we got really off topic. Oh, they're coming. The part of the news there we got on topic for is that they're going to include multiple outfits for the Spider-Man if you pre-order.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, it's the Columbia Center, formerly named the Bank of America Tower. It is 76 stories tall.
I thought the Space Needle was the tallest point in Seattle. Well, shows what I know about Seattle.
Oh shit! No, they changed it. Okay, it used to be the tallest structure on the West Coast. Now it is the fourth largest on the West Coast. So I wonder what beats it. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Tallest buildings in the United States. Oh, that's right. It's Willis. So One World Trade Center is number 1. Willis Tower, aka Sears Tower, is number 2. New York. Most of them are Chicago, New York. Like top 10. Oh wait, no. So the top 8, it's between Chicago and New York, with New York having number 1, 3, 5, and 6. With Chicago having 2, 4, 7, and 8. And then Philadelphia has number 9. Number 10 is in LA. So the Wilshire Grand Center, and it was made on 2016, September 3rd, 2016. So I was behind.
So you could have a Spider-Man in Chicago, is what I'm hearing.
Oh shit! And then number 12 is in San Francisco. Yes, you have Spider-Man in Chicago.
Ooh.
Number 12 is San Francisco, which was finished in 2017. So yeah, when I was looking this stuff up for the Bank of America Tower, it was back right before I moved to Portland, so that was like 2015.
Gotcha.
So yeah, these have been built before New York, and so the Wilshire Grand Center in Los Angeles is the tallest building in Los Angeles in California, and the tallest building west of the Mississippi.
All right then.
Yeah. So. And then but I saw it has the DLC characters. Apparently you can play as Mary Jane and do like a taking pictures kind of minigame.
Why?
I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
Okay, is there a level of not prejudice, but is there like a preference here because she's a redhead normally?
I mean, I like redheads, but no, I mean, I think it'd be cool. Like, but have it interspliced with your superhero antics as somebody trying to figure out. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I want to see it, but I like the idea of doing like the photograph stuff.
So do you want a video game in which you're not playing as a superhero, but you're playing as a villain who has to follow the superhero around?
I would fucking love that.
So you're the reporter going after Superman, or you're the construction. No, screw that. You're the reporter going after Spider-Man, and you're the construction crew worker who has to clean up after Superman, especially in one of his big bouts.
Dude, do you know how fucking much I would love to play that game?
Oh my god.
That sounds like the greatest game.
This sounds like one of those things that like we make a joke about, and then it's made real. Kind of like what was that dating sim for Dream Daddy?
Dream Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, it started as a joke, and then they made it real and became a huge internet sensation. I feel like if we continue this, we're gonna get like Jeff, the construction worker who cleans up after major heroes. Oh, this site was attacked after Wonder Woman took on.
Oh no! It's not Jeff the construction worker. It's Jeff the insurance agent.
Oh Oh no,
and he
no.
just needs to get Superman to sign some paperwork.
Superman, Superman, god damn it!
It's all he needs him to do is sign some paperwork, and it's you hunting down Superman and other heroes. You know, you can do it like a DC Universe one, or you can make your own universe, a Marvel one. But you like each mission is you tracking down a hero and trying to get him to sign some paperwork so you can continue, so you can file an insurance claim.
Well, I do have RPG Maker.
Oh shit, I do too.
This could be a thing someday.
Geekus Speakus Productions presents.
Geekus Speakus Production presents Brokerage. And you're gonna have that like Law and Order super serious music, you know? Bum 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 bum.
No, it starts out simple. It starts out like, oh, this guy's car got hit by, you know, a falling debris. This guy, and it escalates from there, and you have to like track him down to. Yeah, no, we should totally workshop this and get this to work.
The final boss is a Thanos-like character. And you're just like...
And you don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like, I'm done. I've dealt with this shit. I have had to clean up so much after you. I'm gonna kick your ass, and somehow he manages to, and make you sign this goddamn form.
Turns out that you actually have like... No. Turns out you actually have like Superman level powers, but you don't use them. You're just an insurance agent.
You're a company man. You're super dedicated. Like you're like a farmer's insurance agent, and you're super dedicated to your job. So you're like, sign this form.
Never. Punch, punch, punch. Sign it.
I want this to be a thing now. Hey, internet, we collectively sometimes come together and do something awesome. If it's just a small section of the internet, we should make this a thing. I think this should be a thing. And we'll put it on there. We'll sell it for cheap, too, for like $1 or something.
So, and then next thing I got is the Spiral Remaster has a release date.
I don't care.
I will play it, but I probably won't get it on release. Oh, the joke I've heard referring to this one is is referring to it as the prequel to the Skylanders series. It's the joke I've heard.
Yeah.
Skylanders 0.
Yeah, I mean, sounds about right. I mean, I like HD remakes, but if you're gonna HD remake something, how about something that was not like it's like a 5-hour game. Okay, now it was longer than that because it made you collect every little fucking thing. Oh, you want to get to the next level? You need 35 more of these rubies that are hidden across the map.
Well, that's the fun of these games. Like, you're not playing these games right if you don't expect to have to like dig through everything.
I am not a completionist. Well, that's not.
Oh,
true.
I am.
Not a completionist.
I am. It digs it. It clutches me.
They'll sit there at the end of the day and I've like, finished something that did not matter because it didn't give me any form of boost, and I would just be like, why did I just waste 5 hours of my time?
Because 5 hours needed wasted.
Why did I waste 5 hours? It's like in Fable when they have.
Thing
the
is
gargoyles.
I'm a completionist, but I hate grinding.
Same here. That's why I never like early JRPGs. I'm not a big fan of. Because
Same.
Oh, you need to run in this field for 6 hours to get up 5
You know what
levels.
was a good? You know what was a good RPG and did it well?
Huh.
Mario RPG. It was designed that basically you were automatic. Basically, you fought enough things that you were automatically the right level. You didn't have to grind.
Oh.
Grinding was just extra.
Okay. Fair
Fighting more bosses, but if you went through the game straight through, you ran into enough villains that you were the appropriate level when you got to the spots.
Let me
like the
tell you-
fights were challenging,
Yeah.
but like they were possible.
So on that note, I have picked up Persona 4, dust out the old PS2, started playing it.
Oh shit! I need to. Oh, is it on the PS4?
Not
PS2?
PS4. I meant to say PS2. My bad.
I think you did say PS2. I need to play Persona 4. I heard good things about it.
Yes.
I've heard overall it's better than P5, to be honest.
Okay. I'm not that far into it, although I think I figured out the like why.
Though I think I've heard Persona 4 Golden is the best one.
Isn't that just the same thing with more add-ons?
It is. It has the add-ons and fixed some issues.
Okay. I picked it out. I think I figured out how it works. And hear me out here. The mysterious murder that they are trying to find through this series of detective-like cases is the butler with the broomstick in the foyer. That's who did it. No, jokes aside, I'm only like on the third character at the rescue, and I'm like, oh, all these people have been on TV. That's probably the reason why.
Yep.
But
I need to play through P4. I still need to play through P5. I'm kind of like partially through it. P4 Golden, but Personas are great games. Everyone should play them.
Yeah.
Everyone's super attractive in those games. So.
Well, okay. From my understanding, if you like the social concept, only start at Persona 3, because that's when they bring in the social concept. Everything else is just like your standard JRPG.
Yeah, start at 3.
But I've heard some pretty good things about 1 and 2 as well. But it's like if you like the social stuff on the side, then start from 3.
Oh, so we had that Persona 5 cross-dressing main character in the cop uniform.
Yeah.
I was talking with Jess earlier, and she has a figure of a character in Persona 4 who's a cross-dressing cop, but it's a girl dressed as a boy.
Oh yeah, I know.
And so we're talking. We're like, we should totally get a figure of cross-dressing of both of. Because she has a figure of that one, so we'll get the figure of the Persona 5 character and put them next to each other. So it's just 2 cross-dressing cops.
I mean, why not?
All right, so let's continue on. We're going on here. We've been rambling a lot, which is nothing wrong with that. We have a very loose form podcast here.
If you
Linda Carter.
I'll say if you listen to our show, you're already aware we meander a lot.
Linda Carter gets a walk on the Hall of Fame.
Yep, about time.
Gets a star on the Walk of Fame, not a walk on the Hall of Fame.
Really? I was hoping she'd get the walk in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Linda Carter.
And I guess that's pretty good. Everybody wants one of those. I mean, it's not like it's super hard to get.
Yeah, it's like a SAG recommendation, like $10,000, but I mean, who else has $10,000 lying around?
I don't. I wish I had $10,000 lying around.
I don't even have a SAG recommendation.
So I ordered some, from Uber Eats. I ordered some McDonald's because I don't want to actually go and make food. And I decided to spend the $5 on the cookies, and McDonald's cookies aren't that bad.
Yeah, they're not terrible.
I bought like the $5 box of Baker's dozen of cookies.
Right.
And yeah, they're not awful.
I've made them. They come pre-frozen, not as dough. They're just frozen.
Sweet.
And they're put into an oven for like 3 minutes.
Nice. They taste like that, but they're not awful.
Yeah, they're basically just warmed up cookies. I'm not sure if I like the oatmeal raisin or the chocolate chip more. I think it's the oatmeal raisin, if I can be honest. It tends to hold better from being frozen.
Yeah, I've never had them before, but I wanted cookies, and I'm like, you know what? I'll get some cookies.
The chocolate chip ones, however, taste way better frozen.
Do they?
Yeah. You can't get them frozen for reference. Like, that's not an option. But
says you.
As an employee, as a former employee, I guess, because it's been like 4 years, but as a former employee at McDonald's, I've tested out the food in different ways. How to make things taste better, because I'm a picky eater. God damn it.
See, I'm not, and I've worked a ton of kitchens, so I've also tried crazy ways to make things, but it's just because I'm curious.
I'm curious, but I'm also like a picky eater. I mean, I don't think I have an NDA for McDonald's, so if I can say this, don't get their normal onions. They're reconstituted onions. They were dehydrated and
Oh, I know. I already know that.
It's fucking disgusting.
We found a recipe to make actual like McDonald's foods, and yeah, it involves reconstituting onions.
Don't do it. It's nasty.
It adds a distinctive taste that you can't get with regular onions.
Yeah, I know, because I've had that water fall on me. Now, I don't know if you've ever had onion juice sprayed on you, but imagine like onion juice in concentrate fall on you.
Yeah.
No.
All right. And with that, let's end this on a couple goodbyes. Arlie Ermy had passed at 74.
Yeah, he's known for a lot of positions like Sammy Silverman, but probably most known for Full Metal Jacket. And that really
Give me a second. What's your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Yeah, you're probably known from that. He has like the most iconic chewing out.
He is the drill instructor. Like whenever you run into like a drill instructor character, he is the quintessential drill instructor character.
Interesting note: when they were first making Full Metal Jacket, when they first brought him in for Full Metal Jacket, it was meant to be as a consultant. They didn't think he could get a position because they thought he was too like soft. Boy, were they wrong.
They wanted to give it to another actor, and they're like, nope. He does it better than the guy we had hired to do it, so we're gonna use him.
Yeah, and he improv that entire scene, by the way.
Only two things come from Texas: steers and queers.
And I don't see no horns coming out of your head.
You look like you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Jeez.
What's your major malfunction, Private Pile? And then he also did Mailbag, which was a fun show on the early days of History Channel.
I remember that.
But yeah,
my dad used to watch that a lot.
He was 74. And then the other death, Vern Troyer, who you may know as Mini-Me
from the
Austin Powers series, has passed at the age of 49.
Always tragic, especially since 49. You're not exactly old, but you're still young enough to do things. So it's kind of tragic in that aspect.
Oh shit! So I'm looking at him right now. Vern Troyer was initially raised Amish, but his parents lived the faith when he was a child.
Huh.
He was Amish. He was also only 2'8".
Sounds about right.
But I didn't realize he was Amish.
I didn't know that either.
Right?
Wonder how many actors out there were also Amish. Well, anyway. Yeah, we've lost probably like an icon for drill sergeants, and then literally the funniest parts of Austin Powers in a lot of ways, because a lot of his stuff is just working off of what other people are doing, and somehow was still funnier than the professional comedian who was on site.
Let's see here. Famous Amish people.
Oh. You're placating to my minor curiosity. Well played, sir.
Blah, blah, blah. Raised in Colts? I don't want Colts.
Are you sure you don't want a cult? I'm thinking about starting my own cult. Cult of the Flying Saucer. Cult of a Cold Dinner. Cult of a Personality.
Cult of Personality. Blah, blah, blah. American Amish people.
I don't think there's a record of famous people who used to be Amish. By the way, I listened to an interview the other day with Antonio Banderas, and I said it the whitest way I can so I don't screw up the actual pronunciation. And that dude has like the smoothest voice on the planet.
Antonio Banderas,
yes. He has like the smoothest voice on the planet. I'm like, you would have a hard time finding a wife if your current one left you.
Hello, I am Antonio Banderas. It doesn't really say. The only important one that I recognize is Vern Troyer.
I'm sure there have been others. It's just not. There's probably not someone cataloging that. Get onto it, IMDb.
Yeah, IMDb.
That thing, that literally no one else wants to know except for me, apparently. Get on it.
And then former First Lady Barbara Bush also passed. You may remember her from that Simpsons episode where Homer and George Bush get into a fight.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks for Bush Sr. I mean, definitely.
Dude's like 100 years old. He's gonna die soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because he was president at the beginning of my life, but there's no love for President Bush Sr. here.
I think that's it for the news right now. I'm sure there's shit we've missed, but...
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm sure there's shit. We always miss something. Last episode, we missed some stuff that we had talked about this episode. And we didn't realize till after we recorded. That's the kind of professionalism you guys get. That's that kind of professionalism.
We're professionals.
Yeah. I have a degree in reporting. I'm just kidding. I don't have a degree in anything.
I don't either.
But I think that's more or less it, unless you something you want to bring up.
No, not right now.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. Join the conversation if you want to add us. Preferably not about how we screwed up with our names. You can follow us on Twitter.
Stay tuned for the next next time. You can find us on Twitter at Geekus Speakus. You can find us on Tumblr. You can find us on Facebook. Shoot us some questions if you want.
We're on. You can email us at gspeakus@gmail.com. And we really appreciate that people are listening. We've been doing this for a year now. I wasn't sure I was gonna bring this up, but we've been doing this for a year now, and we're doing substantially better than I think either of us thought we would do. I honestly was surprised when we got to 200 downloads, if I'm going to be perfectly honest here.
Right?
But here we are, 1 year later, over 870 downloads, and yeah, it's all thanks to you guys.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah. But I think that's it for this episode. Just like every week and every week further, my name is Dean.
I'm Brian.
Have a good night, everyone.
Peace out, y'all.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this week's episode. If you like our show, you can stay updated on our social media accounts, like our Facebook at facebook.com/Geekus Speakus, or you can find us on Twitter at Geekus Speakus. We're also on Tumblr. If you guys want to be part of our community, feel free to message us. We really encourage it. We want to hear from you guys, what you think, what your thoughts are. Hit us up. You can also email us at gspeakus@gmail.com. You can now find us at pretty much wherever you get your podcasts now, like Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Google Play, and now Spotify. So that was kind of cool. Feel free to contact us if you have any suggestions. Go ahead and rate and review us. We'd really appreciate it. Subscribe. I would like to thank the band The Spinwires for their song The Girls Like You, or Girls Like You, excuse me. You can find them on Bandcamp for their newest album. And you can also get Pukatari and Friends by Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. And we'd also like to thank Tom for the awesome art design of our new logo. Okay, relatively new. But it's really cool, it's really great, and we'd like to thank him for contributing to our show. And that's our episode for this week. Have a good night.